Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm here with my good friend and colleague Dave, and Dave's a little
Hey,
scrambled right now.
what's going on, Jonathan?
How's it going?
Thanks for having me
So
on.
anytime, anytime. So Dave owns his own business. Dave, tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So what I do is I hand make custom leather goods, uh, custom wallets, handbags, a bunch of personal uh, equipment, not equipment, but luggage for people, men, women, a lot of accessories, things like that.
Very cool, like high-end stuff. Like I've seen the
Yeah, high end
pictures.
stuff.
Yeah, it's good
So
stuff.
all like most of the stuff you'll buy at the store will fall apart within a couple months. Mine is built to last a lifetime
I
using
love
all
it.
premium grade stuff.
I love it. So one of the things that we want to go over for you guys today is something that can help you guys a lot, and we're going to go into like building your business credit. Okay, so as I'm going into this, Dave's going to be asking some questions, clearing some things up, and then we could take questions at the end from anyone that has them, or if you have questions right now, you can type them into the comment section. But what we're going to talk about is one, what is business credit? So business credit is just like personal credit, but for your business. Right? A lot of people don't even know that business credit actually exists. Dave, did you know business credit existed?
Before I did it, but nonetheless, as
Not
I keep talking to more and more people, they're like, "Oh, how do I get business credit? What does that mean?" And yeah, before I didn't, I would just try to work harder and save as much money, and then it'd be gone. And be like, okay, I got to start like over to get equipment, buy tools, or whatever.
exactly. So business credit exists for your business, and it can help you get equipment financing. It can help you get an SBA loan, and it'll help you separate your business and your personal credit. Now, if you guys see any ads out there, hey, you get a line of credit just off your business credit for a $50,000 line of credit. That's bogus. That doesn't exist. All right. However, business credit is still a viable tool that you want to utilize for a couple of reasons. So first off, it separates your business and personal. Okay. Second, it will help your business. It'll make your business more valuable. Next, it can help you establish trade lines from vendors. So what does that mean? It means if you have the same materials, right? You always need materials. It could be as simple and easy as like staples. You can get credit from them, okay, and then pay them net 15, net 30, and that doesn't go on your personal credit. And why is that important? Because when you go to buy a car or a house, you don't want your business tying up a lot of your credit utilization on the personal side because that can hurt you when you go to get financing. Does that make sense, Dave?
Yeah, it does.
Perfect. Okay. So, gonna go over a couple things about business credit. And by the way, if you're in construction, you absolutely need business credit because if you're gonna do government work, all right, if you don't have a high enough paydex score, you might not get certain jobs. Like you might get capped at lower jobs, like 20,000 and under, because you don't have business credit. Having that business credit shows that the business is more stable and can handle larger jobs. Does that make sense, Dave?
Yeah, it does. So that way, you're also to get that credit to help buy the equipment that you need or buy the material to get start the job.
Yep.
And then,
Now Dave works with me, guys. So part of what we're doing here is I want him to ask any questions that may be unclear or he's unsure about, but he knows this stuff in and out too. So Dave, what questions would you have about business credit?
the one question I have is like, so you're just starting a brand new company. What kind of steps would you take to get going? Other than like, okay, I start my company. How do I get credit from here? And then how do I apply, or who do we even apply to that uh, can give me the credit? Because I know you'd be like, okay, I got a credit card from this company, but they may not pay in. They might not even report, and you're not building any business credit.
Correct.
In your mind, you're thinking you are, but it's not even registering at all. So
Correct.
like, how
Well,
it would be? What would like the first steps I would take to start building my business credit up?
that's an awesome question. So first off, 93% of companies do not report. So what that means is building your business credit and building it the right way is something you have to actively work on. All right. Second, when you're doing it, there's 5 fundability factors. This is the first step in building business credit. All right. And I'm going to lay these out to you. And I can't tell you how many people, even established business owners, don't have this done properly. All right. First, you need a business phone number. Okay. What I mean is it can't be a Google voice number. it has to be registered to the business. Okay, you go to AT&T, Verizon. Like I'm opening my second location for the gym. I called up AT&T. I got a business line. All right, and that business line is tied to that corporation at that address. Next, you need a business email. This one people mess up all the time. When I say a business email, it can't be Dave's Craftwork at Gmail. Okay, it can't be Craftworks at Yahoo. It needs to be so for us, it's Jonathan at Integrated Business Financing. So all you have to do is go to Google, buy the domain, and then I think it's like $10 a month to have a business email. Make sure you have that business email. All right. And to separate your personal work email from the business that's going to be listed, you can get another one for I think $10 or $6 a month, and then just have info or questions or customer service at Integrated Business Financing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because also like if you have like you're doing e-commerce and whoever hosting your website, you pay that extra $10 and it'll just be info at whatever your website is.com. And
exactly.
Make worth paying that little extra so you have that established for you already.
Yep. Dave, how many applications do you see that come in with a Gmail or a Yahoo or a Hotmail? Still to this
About
day.
95% of them.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
So the next part, okay, is just simple. Have a business bank account. When I say have a business bank account, it actually has to be a business account. You go to Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. What I wouldn't suggest is using any of these that are online only. Okay, I'd stay away from those. But get a business bank account. That's simple. You should have it anyway. And then a business address. This is something a lot of people mess up. I'm going to tell you where you go wrong. You use a P.O. box. Anytime you use a P.O. box on any financing application, it gets flagged because it's a very, very good indicator of fraud. Even if you don't mean that, okay, there's going to be extra scrutiny by you using a P.O. box. The next question we get is, well, what if I'm home-based? That's okay. You can be home-based. We have plenty of clients, plenty of people that are home-based businesses. Just list your home address, okay? If you have an office, you want to list that address, all right? Does that make sense, everyone? Does anyone have any questions? Dave, do you have any questions about the first four?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. Now, the fifth one. Have a business website, okay? It can be a one-page landing page or website, and make sure that the phone number, the address, and an email is listed on there, okay? So that is the first step to you establishing your business credit. The second part is make sure you have a tax ID number, okay? So that's honestly, as soon as you get your corporation, the next step is getting that tax ID number. Once you have the tax ID number and the 5 fundability factors all lined up, you want to go to Dun and Bradstreet, okay? And you want to apply for a DUNS number or a D&B number, okay? When you do that, they're going to try to sell you anything and everything. You don't need to buy any of it, okay? Literally, just go under get your D&B. I want to see if I can pull this up real quick to show you guys. All right, Dun and Brad number. Let me just pull this up so you guys can kind of take a look at what I'm talking about real fast, and then we'll go right back to it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay. It's going to look a little weird for a second, guys, but I promise. All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
All right, cool. So you're going to go to Dun and Brad's number, okay, or it says dnb.com, and go get a Dun and Brad's number, okay? From there, you just follow the steps. For most people that are here and listening, it should be, I have a US-based business, okay? It is as simple as that, guys. As simple as that. Now, let me stop this share. And so you're going to go through the process, get your D&B number, all right? Now, business credit works similar to personal credit. What they want to see is they want to see established trade lines and business lines. Okay, when I say business lines or trade lines, one and the same. So what you want to do is you want to start applying for trade lines that make sense. Never, ever, ever buy trade lines. Dave, why don't you ever suggest the business owner buy trade lines?
Can you repeat that again?
Why do you suggest the business owner never buy trade lines?
Why?
Yep.
I'm not too sure. Can you help me out with
Okay.
that one? I'm not.
That's okay. I'll help you. When you buy a trade line, it might not even make sense for your business, right? So think about it this way. If you are in manufacturing, okay, and you go and you buy trade lines because people sell them all the time, it could be a trade line that has nothing to do with manufacturing and you don't know that. So what you're doing is you're adding trade lines to your business profile that don't make any sense. Now, what makes sense for almost every business owner? Okay, Uline, you can apply at Uline. They're easy to get. You can apply at Staples. They're easy to get. Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's. Think about it. Staples, you need stationery. You need paper for your business. Uline you're using because it's easy and they definitely report. Best Buy, you're going to need computers. Okay, simple. Home Depot, Lowe's, everybody needs something for the office. All right. So what you do is you want to go apply. And when you apply, instead of putting your social security number down, you tell them you're applying for business credit and you put your tax ID and the DUNS number. All right. And if they reject you, that's okay. Come back and do it again until they approve you. And then what you want to do is you want to utilize that credit, pay it off at the end of every month. And in 3 to 6 months, you want to go and reapply. Okay. And when I say reapply, I don't mean actually reapply, apply for higher limits. Because a lot of times they're only going to approve you if you remember. Dave, you remember when you were like 18 and did anyone like when I was on a college campus, they always came around with like the credit card applications, like the city card
Yeah.
applications. Yeah. So
Yeah. I
basically,
remember it was like I got $1,000 for like 28% interest.
yep. But basically that's how you start building your credit. Well, the business
Yeah.
is no different. So as you show that you're utilizing it properly, you can go in and ask for limits and they'll give them to you. And then the other thing is once you have all that established, then it's time to start looking at any vendor you utilize for materials and see if you can get net 15 terms, net 30 terms with them. All right. And you're going to ask them to report. All right. That's a big one. Most companies, 93% of companies don't report. You want to ask them to report. And what does this do? Well, now you don't have to come out of pocket for cash. Okay. You don't have to do that. You can literally just, you know, get what you need and then get it paid off at the end of the month. All right. So this will actually help you increase your cash flow. All right. Um, And then honestly, I like a lot of business credit cards. So I have my Amex, I have my Delta, and I have a JetBlue, and I have multiple different businesses. So I use those, and I pay them off at the end of every month because then I get the points, and essentially it's free 30-day money. Plus, I get all these points where I can go shopping or I can travel for free. I travel a lot, and I almost never pay for airline tickets. All right, so that's just another benefit of making sure this is set up and established. Dave, do you have any questions about this or anything we've gone over?
No, I got like another question, kind of about it, but like,
What is
so
it?
when you're doing your business credit, so are you able to do it as a sole proprietor, or do you have to establish a corporation or an LLC, or for people that are just starting out that haven't gotten that far yet?
I mean, you can do it like that. I don't recommend you do because at the end of the day, you want to separate everything as much as
Yeah,
possible. And again, you should consult your tax professional and your lawyer with how you want it structured. But if you have a sole proprietorship, something goes wrong, people can come after you personally.
yeah,
So you want to try to separate it as much as possible. And if you know that in the future you're going to set it up that way, why would you start building your business credit as a sole proprietor when you should really do it as an S corp or an LLC?
yeah,
All right. So
makes
guys,
sense.
what I would suggest is go through these steps. Okay. If you're struggling or if you need help, you can always reach out to Dave, okay, or myself. And we actually have a service that will do it. We'll basically shrink down the 2 years it would take somebody to build up to 50,000 trade lines. We'll shrink it down into 6 months. Okay. It's a done for you service. We connect you with our team and they will guide you on not just the ones we told you, but there's a lot more. and it's a lot more intense. But it'll shrink down that time it's going to take you to build great business credit. So if anyone has any questions, I'm going to leave it open for about 30 seconds to a minute. Otherwise, I hope you guys took a lot of actionable steps, and start actually building your business credit. Because I'm telling you, the best time to build your credit, both personal and business, was 6 months ago. The next best time is today, because I'm going to tell you, if you want to get equipment, if you want to get business, trade lines, if you want to get an SBA loan, these are all things that factor into that decision. All right. And you want to be as strong as possible before you ever apply for any type of finance. Do we have any questions on business credit or anything in general? All right. Well, Dave, hey, thanks for joining me, man. Me and Dave are going to be
thanks
back.
for having me on, and it was great talking to you, and thank you. Looking forward to doing it again.
Awesome, man. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.